Whales are impossible to stop. As trillions of Shiba Inu tokens valued at hundreds of millions of dollars become visible, more people are becoming aware of this prospect, and the evidence indicates that this is only the beginning. But what is actually going on, and how long will this market frenzy continue? Let's investigate. Notice of disclaimer: the market is in a recovery phase, although some cryptocurrencies haven't hit their yearly peaks yet, despite Bitcoin's recent rally beyond $71,000. Shiba Inus are part of this recovery trend as well, however they encounter a lot of opposition due to their numerous sell walls. A sell wall is produced when multiple sell orders are placed at a particular price point. Shiba Inu has a means to break through these barriers and achieve new heights, but first let's examine the state of Bitcoin. The state of Bitcoin has been extremely volatile today, and this has had a big impact on Shiba Inu. Consider the following scenario: 100,000 Shiba Inu tokens are on the market for 1 penny each. The supply is far greater than the demand at that point, thus it will be challenging for the price to rise over 1 penny if purchasers are only interested in buying 50,000 tokens at that price. Since their introduction in January, the 11 Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, have collected a net inflow of around $15 billion as of this Thursday, representing their longest stretch of ongoing net inflows since their founding. Positive inflows for 18 days running offers U.S. reason for optimism. It demonstrates that an increasing number of investors are placing their capital in cryptocurrency, which is excellent news for all cryptocurrency enthusiasts. Not just conventional investors are hoarding Bitcoin. Just have a look at this cryptocurrency whale per a data-driven research by Wu Blockchain. The block's data dashboard indicates that while current inflows are still below March's record levels, this recent run of net inflows represents a comeback from the stagnation we observed in April and May. According to research from the cryptocurrency space overall, long-term holders have accumulated 70,000 Bitcoin in the last 30 days, and demand from whales has been rising at a rate of 4.4% each month. Though it might seem like a large amount, keep this in mind: with a $10,000 starting point and a 4.4% monthly addition for 5 years, you would have a lot more than you might anticipate. Approximately $887,000 would be the growth of that $10,000 after 5 years. This demonstrates the substantial effect that a 4.4% monthly rise over time may have. Approximately $1 billion worth of Bitcoin is added to a huge new whale wallet every day. Furthermore, as of right now, $37 billion is the new all-time high for the total dollar value of outstanding Bitcoin futures or options contracts, according to CoinGlass statistics. The answer to the question, is this metric significant, is in the affirmative. In the futures and options markets, open interest is a crucial indicator of market sentiment and activity. Although there is a lot of enthusiasm and activity in the cryptocurrency field, record-breaking open interest in Bitcoin futures and options contradicts the belief held by some that the market is currently flat and uninteresting. A robust and dynamic market is shown by a high amount of open interest, which implies that there is substantial trading activity and demand in Bitcoin derivatives. However, despite the noteworthy inflows and the surge of Bitcoin above $71,000, there's an extremely fascinating thing going on here. Surprisingly, Google Trends data shows that very few Americans are looking for Bitcoin compared to 2021. Google Trends offers a number out of 100 to the price of Bitcoin. ETFs or cryptocurrencies in general based on search interest relative peak popularity. For example, on June 5th, there were just 31 linked us searches for Bitcoin, compared to just 1 related search for Bitcoin ETF. Although related searches for cryptocurrency and Bitcoin price had slightly higher index scores, -13 and 18 respectively, they were still much lower than the volume of searches made during that time. Over the course of the year, interest in searches linked to cryptocurrencies has declined, notwithstanding the retail-focused bull run of 2021. The U.S. approved 10 spot Bitcoin ETFs on January 11th, and in March, Bitcoin broke above $69,000 for the first time since 2021. These were the high days for the cryptocurrency. Notably, a few weeks after Bitcoin crossed $50,000 for the first time and right before it hit its enduring all-time high of about $69,000 in November 2021, search interest for the cryptocurrency peaked in May 2021. Data released by cryptocurrency expert Miles Deutscher showed a significant drop in the number of people viewing queries linked to cryptocurrencies. Deutscher emphasized that retail isn't back yet and that cryptocurrency YouTube views are the best gauge of the status of the sector right now, even though daily views on cryptocurrency channels have decreased to about 800,000 despite Bitcoin reaching new heights. In comparison, Bitcoin surpassed its previous all-time high in 2021. Despite the fact that the price of Bitcoin has surged, the drop in viewing indicates that the general public's interest in cryptocurrencies has not increased to the height of the 2021 bull run. You might be wondering why the price hasn't increased further, though, given the large whale accumulation and 18 days of inflows into Bitcoin ETFs. That's a valid query. Analyst Jimmy confirmed this for us, stating that Bitcoin ETFs hold only about 5% of the total, with location whales owning the majority of the cryptocurrency in circulation. Jimmy notes that while ETF inflows are big, they are not nearly as significant as the volume of Bitcoin that these prominent investors are buying and selling. He underlines that there must be a seller for every buyer in the market, and that, even if the market may not respond right away, the activities of these big players can have a big influence on price changes. Events like whales accumulating Bitcoin in 18 days in a row of inflows into Bitcoin ETFs are still seen as optimistic since they demonstrate the growing confidence that both institutional and individual traders have in Bitcoin as an asset class. Due to a number of market-influencing factors, such as profit-taking on the underlying trend, it's possible that these occurrences won't be reflected right away. However, this solidifies the foundation for Bitcoin's ongoing rise. In essence, these acts create the conditions for future price gain, even though the impacts aren't immediately visible in the daily oscillations of the market. What about Shiba Inu, though? Shiba Inu will suffer a great deal if recent developments lead to a major spike in the price of Bitcoin. As we already know, Shiba Inu exhibit a strong association and are extremely sensitive to changes in the price of Bitcoin. Shiba Inu currently faces a significant barrier in the form of a large sell wall. The block data indicates that this wall denotes the point at which more than 64,000 addresses, or more than 10% of the total, collectively hold 69 trillion Shiba Inu tokens. The existence of such a substantial sell wall can hinder Shiba Inu's upward pace, which can be frustrating for investors in the company. Shiba Inu's current goal, though, is to hold above its current price level and use it as a springboard for another upward move when bullish feeling returns, breaking through this immediate sell wall. Shiba Inu prices frequently correct as a result of selling pressure from these addresses, as our recent movements have demonstrated. Shiba Inu has therefore lost the majority of the gains it achieved during the most recent surge. Shiba Inu would have to close decisively over 427. However, historical patterns suggest that a spike in Bitcoin values is likely to occur, which would be extremely beneficial to Shiba Inu. This is just what Shiba Inus require in order to overcome their current challenges and resume an upward trajectory. But how do you feel about that? Kindly provide a comment below. I'd be curious to know your thoughts. Click on any of the films displayed on the screen if you'd like to know more. Consequently, this concludes the video. If you enjoy the video, please like it and don't forget to leave a comment so that I can get support from the YouTube algorithm. By telling as many people as you can about this tale, you can also contribute to its dissemination.